This is the first time this Civic is about to move since I rebuilt it, and I have no idea what's about to happen. Since I got this car a few weeks ago, it's lived on axle stands. Now, in the last videos, we managed to get the engine up and running, the cooling system is sorted, but really all that's left is just fitting the front end. Now, I'm not going to let a little bit of rain stop me because I'm so excited to show you guys what I just had delivered last night. So I bought a brand new bumper to put onto this car. So let's get this all unpackaged, build it up, and hopefully it actually fits up. So these bumpers come in 3 parts. So we have the main bumper itself. Behind here is like the lower grille and sort of splash shield. And at the front is the upper grille with has the Honda logo on it. Now I was really excited to get these bumpers delivered because I think this is really going to change the look of the car. Obviously it's been up on axle stands for so long and I was really looking forward to getting this fitted so then it actually starts looking like a car again. Now I bought all these parts new from eBay and I have to say I was actually really surprised at the good quality of it. So I think this is the upper part of the bumper, so this should be new as well. There we go, nice gloss black. And there we go. So this should sit at the bottom part of the bumper, just on top of that. To complete the front bumper, I've also picked myself up some fog light pieces of trim surrounds and some fog lights as well in those boxes. So let's open everything up and let's start rebuilding this. So I first started with the fog lights and those just need a couple of screws to get them in. I've just realized something. So on these fog light covers there should be, this one's got some space in between, which should be for the ADAS sensor which sits in the bottom left, but this is for the right. And on the left hand side one, it's completely blacked out. Now it's definitely not upside down because the fog light is meant to sit at the bottom. So this is for the wrong side of the car. So even though I knew that it was the wrong fog light covers for the car, I was just way too eager to get this fitted because I just wanted to get it onto the car so that I could actually start driving it. I did quite enjoy, the look of them. I think they look pretty good. But those gaps there, that's meant to be on the other side for the ADAS sensor. I just fitted it in place, but I still bought some new fog light covers, but I'm just waiting for those to arrive. But I still just crack on fitting the rest of the bumper. Now because these are made out of plastic, like an ABS plastic, they were quite hard to get them fitting in all the right slots. So these were from 2 different manufacturers, but I eventually managed to get it, and it's starting to come along. And the last piece of the puzzle was the gloss black grille, which I'm fitting now. And I think that really ties in well with the rest of the bumper. I'm also really glad I opted for the blacked out Honda badge because I think it looks so cool. Alright, so next step in building this bumper is the fog light grills. Now I've opted for a slightly different one because the radar sensor for the adaptive cruise control sits behind the fog light, and these little panels here, you can actually remove them. So when it comes to calibrating, if there are any issues, you can take it off and then maybe replace it with like a mesh or something. So these are the new fog light grills that I got to replace the old ones because of the ADAS sensor. And this is actually from the facelift model, so I think it looks really good. But let me know in the comment section below which ones you prefer. After painstakingly building this front bumper, it's time to get this fitted onto the car. So let's crack on and let's get this done. But before I fit the bumper, I needed to put in the side indicator light which was missing, which I didn't realize while I was building the bumper. This was quite easy, just connecting the light and slotting it in place. Next up, just offering up the bumper, just trying to work from one side to the other. Then I use a plastic push clip at the top just to make sure the bumper doesn't fall. And then just work my way side to side to get it to fit. Now the dry fit's actually quite reasonable. Obviously it's still poking out quite a bit, but it's actually marrying up pretty nicely. So I'm just taking my time, just going side to side, but it is fitting actually quite nicely. So far the dry fit seems to be in a reasonable place. Got quite a few clips here. Those have all been pushed in. Still a little bit of a gap, but that's fine. We'll be able to tie that up. Gaps around are okay. Bunch of clips at the top. There's a few bolts underneath. And this side as well, all the clips are in. Let's keep building this. So next up, I'm just putting in the screws holding the arch lining. And then some more plastic trim pieces over the headlights, which I'm just pushing into place, which I think is really making this car stand out. And then just doing the same on the other side. Next up, I was just putting in the weather stripping and then the radiator cover on top, and those are just bolt in with some plastic push clips. And now the bumper's complete. I'm really well impressed with the body lines. They're all fitting really well. And before I can take it on a first drive, the most important part is getting a license plate put on. Now we can take this car out for its first proper drive. So far this car is doing really well. You know, it's definitely quite a smooth ride. So this is a 2018 Honda Civic. So this is the 10th generation of Civics, and this comes with a 1.5 liter VTEC engine. So I think that's about 184 brake horsepower for stock, with about 220 or 240 Newton meters of torque. And this car itself actually comes with the automatic CVT transmission. And so far, I mean, I've only done, you know, a couple of gears. It is transitioning very, very smoothly. It actually comes with paddle shifters too. So I'm gonna pop it into sport mode and then use the paddle shifters and see how smoothly it actually shifts through the gears. Just stuck behind a few cyclists. So don't want to run them over, but here we go. All right, it moves all right, you know. I mean, 184 horsepower is definitely not, it's nothing really to write home about. It's not a tremendous amount of power, but as a daily driver, so far, this car is actually really smooth. All right, let's try the paddle shifters. Fourth. Oh! Oh, that's well smooth. Oh, that shifts like butter. That's all right. That's all right, you know? Now, the good thing I've noticed as well is I can't see any warning lights, which is a really good sign. I was a bit worried about that LCAS sensor, so the lane keep assist, because there was a warning for that. I did think maybe that would need calibration. Now, initially, the rat pack that I got came with a sensor, and so I just bolted the rat pack to it. But I thought to myself, in case it might need calibration or if it's coded to the VIN of the car, I put back the original one. And there's no lights yet, but I'm gonna turn it on and see if it actually works. Because if it works and there's no lights, then I've saved probably a few $100 because I won't need to get it calibrated. Right, need to try and figure out how it works. I think press main. Oh, it's green. That's good. Then set, possibly. Oh yeah. Then you can choose your speed. So let's say 70. And then it also has, oh, there's a button with a steering wheel. So I think that's the lane keep assist. Right, let's press that and let's see what happens. Let's see if it keeps it in the lanes. All right, we're drifting a bit. But, oh, it's veering back into the middle. So it works. Look at that, it works. Oh yeah, okay. It's telling me to put my hands back on the wheel. Oh, that's brilliant though. And I think it's the radar as well. It's keeping an eye on the car in front because that's slowing down, and so are we. So we're down, even though it's set at 70, we're doing about 55 now, coming up to a roundabout. Oh, that's cool. All right, let's turn that off. Because where's the joy in driving if you're not actually doing it yourself? But at least it works. At least it works. So that means that we don't need calibrating this sensor. So I've managed to save a bit of money there. And I guess the other bonus thing I just realized is the spare sensor that I have, I could just sell it and then hopefully get a little bit of money back for that too. Because I can't imagine they're quite cheap. This is a nice car. I do like it. Maybe I'll get a Type R next. Actually, no, maybe not next. But Type R, I would definitely like to drive that one. I think those come about 350 horsepower as well, so they're probably, you know, almost twice as fast as this. But yeah, this is a good first drive. We're not out of the woods yet, because when I get back, we need to scan the car again just to see if there's any fault codes that are coming up. I expect there might be one or two, but at least the dash is clear with no warning lights. So that's a very good sign. That's a good start. This is the sport trim as well, so you probably can't make it out so much on camera, but it's got a pretty good exhaust note. It's nothing really crazy, but at least you can hear it. And even, you know, for a 1.5 liter, I think it's a 4-cylinder engine. It's reasonable. It's reasonable. There's definitely mods you can do to make the exhaust a lot louder, which, I don't know, if I keep the car, I definitely would be doing. But I think I've got my eye on maybe something else for the next one. So you're gonna have to subscribe though, so that you don't miss out on future projects. So hit that subscribe button down below. You know, for a first drive, I think that was a great success. But let's scan the car first, and let's just make sure there's no other lingering problems. Now, I really wasn't too sure what to expect after driving this car and scanning it again. But as the scans are coming through, I'm actually really relieved, because so far it's actually looking really positive. Look at that. Only faults is the parking sensor. So there we have it. Scanned the car. Didn't really get any serious faults. It's just the parking sensors, but we haven't put those on the car yet, so I'm really pleased. I think that was a very successful first drive. All that's left really is this car is booked to go to the body shop to get the front bumper painted, and this rebuild is almost complete. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video and enjoyed this content, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.